Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an edition of for advanced welders. I just went out and purchased a Hobart welder. It's a Hobart 190, so I can teach this class a little bit with some project base and a little bit of hands-on. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about polarity with Mig welders. I just got this welder, got it set up. We've got CO2 argon for gas, and we're set up here. And I've got Mig wire in it, and the Mig wire is I just went to Airgas and got some Mig wire from Airgas and got it. But I want to talk about polarity a little bit today. And what polarity is basically the difference between DC electrode positive and DC electrode negative. And on this machine, you can see right here. I'll try to help out as much as I can. Right here is my lead coming in, okay? And this is my lead, this is my negative ground here, and this is my lead down to the actual the drive mechanism. So right now, if this right here is a plus, I know it's tough to see, don't have very good light in my garage, but here's a plus sign here. This here plus is our positive side, and of course the other side's a negative. So right now we're at DC electrode negative set up, and bought it right from the store, set everything up, except for I didn't change the polarity. So we look at DC electrode negative, and this is how it's set up here. That's actually set up for flux core wire, and over here I did one weld, and you'll be able to see with this weld that it's not, I set up exactly the spec to what the machine wanted. But you can see here that I'll try to get a little better angle for you. It's puddled up pretty high. So this is exactly what the machine stated for the thickness of the steel. And it's exactly what I was supposed to weld it at. So right there, that's set up for flux core, but I ran MIG wire through it because I wanted to show you that most time with MIG welders, you've got to change the polarity of it between flux core and solid wire for MIG wire. The next video I'm going to show you is the result after welding with it properly set up. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to change my polarities, and I'll try to do this holding this cell phone here as I can. So basically to change the polarity, all you got to do is loosen up two nuts. And all MIG welder, most MIG welders are this way. I bought this particular welder because they had really good reviews. Did a lot of research. This machine was actually produced by Miller. Miller was the one that actually produced this welder. So a Miller and a Hobart today are made in the U.S. and made by the same company. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my leads around. Okay. And all MIG welders, you gotta do this. Even the ones at school, we have to do this from flux core and not. And that's why some of the welders you may be having trouble with, maybe somebody's changed it on you, because we did have flux core in them too. But just so you know that. So we're going through now. I just switched the leads around. We have to tighten those back up. So tighten them back up, and you don't want to crank on them too much. If you crank on them too much, you'll actually break off the terminal inside. I bought this one here because it's a spool gun equipped, so I can do aluminum. So yeah, I'll do some aluminum projects for you a little bit later. So I'm going to stop this right now, and I'm going to get started again. I'm going to do the next weld with the polarity set. Just so you know, I'm going to swing around here so you can see. My welder set right there, exactly what it said, 4 and about 50 inches per minute. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'll flip you over, and I'll see you in just a minute.